cumulative frequency distribution table. And take note, in the problem, there should be a frequency, corresponding frequency, as well as the midpoint and the less than cumulative frequency. Okay, take note class that we are given here 67 students and the number of classes is 7. So from our first step, so we have to determine the lowest value and the highest value first. Okay, now looking at the data, the lowest value there is 86 and the highest value is 99. Now after getting or determining the lowest and the highest value, we are now to determine the range. Range is simply the difference between high value to the lowest value. So 99 minus 86. And that is how much? That is, using your calculator, that is 13. Okay, 13. Now, after determining the range, we are to determine the number of classes, which is already given class in our problem, which is 7 here. And then, after determining that, we will now solve for the class size, which is range over your range, class size. So the range is 13 and the class size is 7. So therefore, we have 1.857 there. Now remember class that this class size is this is the interval, okay, in our class interval, in our classes. So if you could recall, in our example, in page 9 here, we have here 86 to 87. If you could recall, our class size here is 2, right? So therefore, this 1.857, it will be impossible for us to make a class interval using that decimal. So therefore, we have to round it off to whole numbers to become 2. So therefore, after determining the class size, we will now construct your classes. So for the first column, you have to make a class interval. So it's up to you class if you want to start at the highest value, just like this in page 9, 98 to 99. But as for me, I'll just start with the smallest value, which is 86. So 86 to 87, because like you said, 86 to 87 has a class size of 2. Okay? 92 to 93, 94 to 95, 96 to 97, and 98 to 99. So take note, observe class that our lowest here is 86 and your highest value is 99. Now, how are we going to check class if our classes are correct? Now take note, from our given, the number of classes is 7. So if you count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are also 7 classes. So therefore, it's correct or tama siya. Now after making the class interval, so going back to our steps, the next step is to tally. Okay, we are to tally the values, and out from this, we are to determine the frequency. Okay, so tallying class means you have to count those data that belongs to this class, and from that count or from that number, that will be our, or it will be corresponding the frequency, right? Corresponds to the frequency. Now, based from our given data, how many are 86 and 87? Okay, so 86, 1, we have 2 only. So 86 to 87 is only 2. For 88 to 89, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 90 to 91. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so we have 15. For 92 to 93, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And for 94 to 95, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 96 to 97, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 98 to 99, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. Is it correct? Okay, so we will now total using your calculator. So we have 2 plus 6 plus 15 plus 13 plus 13 plus 9 plus 8. Okay, we have 66 only. Okay, let us check. Baka may kulang pa tayo, class. Because supposedly, the total should be 67. Yeah, it should be 67. Meron pa tayong... okay. Ayun. Okay, meron pa tayong isa. Ito pala. Etong 99. Okay. So, kulang ng isa. So, supposedly, this 8. This 8 here should be 9. Okay. 9. So, a total of 67. So, it should equal, class, to the number of respondents. So in this case, our data is 67 students. So of course, the frequency should also be equal to 67. Now, after getting the frequency, we are now to get the midpoint. So we will make another column for our midpoint. So midpoint is symbolized as M sub D. Now, if you could recall, midpoint is solved by simply adding the lower in the upper number or bound divided by 2. So simply 86 plus 87 divide 2. So that would be 86.5. This one, 88.5. We have 90.5. We also have 92.5, 94.5, 96.5, and 98.5. Now, after making the midpoint, last step is to get the less than cumulative frequency, okay, which will be making another column, less than cumulative frequency, there. So how to make, class, less than cumulative frequency? Simply, you have just to copy the first frequency here, this one, so copy this, so 2, and then add it to this one, to the next frequency, which is 6. So 2 plus 6 is 8. Now this 8, you add it also to this, which is 23, and then so on and so forth. So 23 plus 13, that is 36. And then next is 36 plus 13, 49. And then we have 49 plus 9, 58. And lastly, 58 plus 9, we have 67. So that's it, class. That's already our cumulative frequency table or distribution table. Okay, so your table should consist of frequency, the midpoint, as well as the less than cumulative frequency. So that's it. Okay, so for the example number 2, sample problem number 2, the same class. Okay, by the way, I want to correct the given here. This should be 49 families. Okay, so the same process that we will be making. In this case, let us first determine our lowest value. Okay, so what is our lowest value here? The lowest value will be 24, right? 24, and the highest value is how much? 60 what? 63. Is it 63? Yeah, 63. Okay. After getting that, we will solve for range. So simply subtract 63 and 24. We have 39. And from that, our number of classes is 10. Given here class is 10. And we will solve for the class size. So range over the class size, which is 39 over 10. So this is 3.9, or round off, it is 4. So after getting the class size, we will now construct our table. So with class interval, so 4, starting from 24. Okay. So how much? 24, 25, and 6, 27. Okay, so 27. Next is 28, 2, 28, 29, 30, 31. 32, 2, 32, 33, 34, 35. And then 36, 2, 36 or 7, 38, 39. 42, 40, 41, 42, 43. And then 44, 2, 47, 48, 2, 51, 52, 2, 55. Next, okay, let's make first space here. Kasi supposedly class, it should have 10 classes. Okay, so we have 55, 56 to 67, 59. And 62, 63. Okay, so after making this, so we will tally, which will become our frequency. Okay, so let's first count those that belongs to 24 to 27. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So we will have 4 here. 28 to 31 will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, 30 to 35. 1, 2, By the way, class, I'm sorry. So, meron pa tayong 30 in this case. So, this should include here. So, it should be 4. Okay, this should be 4. 4. While for 32 to 35, okay, sana yon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 only. By the way, class, okay, meron pa pala tayo ditong 29. I'm sorry. So, meron pa tayong 29 dito, which is included siya dito. So, supposedly 5. I'm sorry for that. Meron pa ba? Kindly check, class, if meron pa na included dito. Kindly double check. Baka may hindi tayo na count. Anyway, mamaya makikita naman yan. Okay, how about for 36 to 39 naman? 36 to 39 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. 40 to 43. Excuse me. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. And then 44 to 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. 48 to 51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 only. Ano? 6. And 50 to 55. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 only. And 56 to 59. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So this should total to 49 kasi that's our respondents, 49. So we have 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, so a total of 49. Now after this, we will now make our midpoint, column for midpoint. So 24 plus 27 divided by 2, that is 25.5. Then 28 plus 31 divide 2, you have 29.5. And then we have 32 plus 35 divide 2, we have 33.5. We have 36 and 39 divide 2, 37.5. We have 40 plus 43 divide 2, 41.5. Well, this one, 44 plus 47 divide 2, 45.5. We have 49.5, we have 53.5, 57.5, and 61.5. After the column for midpoint, we will now make column for the less than cumulative frequency. by simply copying this one and then adding it to the next frequency. That would be 9, would be 14, 20, 20 plus 4 is 24, 30, 36, 40, 44, and 49. So if you can observe, this should be the same class. So from that, that's our cumulative frequency distribution table for sample number 2.